Like, I'm the king of Glasgow. When I say we did 5, we fucking did 5, okay?
Since falling hopelessly in love with Glasgow as a callow young man, the king, after numerous promptings of the unreliable Git usually, has always answered my Glasgow queries, often with a little story to accompany them. But on recording, the King of Glasgow holds court the other week. It turns out all he's been doing is Googling the answers. He's such a disappointment to me.
Can you use a boat on the Kelvin?
On the River Kelvin?
Yeah. I thought it'd be interesting to shoot some footage on.
Could you put a boat in the River Kelvin? I suppose you could, yeah. When it gets wider down near the Clyde. But no, you wouldn't want to further up. There's a weir. You know, I've never seen boats in the Kelvin, put it that way.
So you don't get people canoeing up it or anything like that?
I do get people canoeing, yeah. I think you do. We have several rivers, you know, and lots of water.
Well, your water's not metered, is it?
No.
Or it never used to be.
Our domestic water is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not metered. No. We don't really have droughts in Scotland. Quite to the opposite. So we don't worry too much about water. Sometimes when we watch TV and there's a drought, you know, in south of England, we actually run our cold taps just for a laugh.
Just to thumb your nose at us?
Yeah.
Did I mention this to you before, the neon sign? Do you know where St Andrew's Drive is, or have you got to Google that?
I know St Andrew's Drive, yeah.
There's a neon sign on one of the flats there that says, "See it the way I do." Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't. I've heard about this, but I haven't, I don't know. Is that an artist or somebody? I don't know.
Well, it's obviously some sort of type of slogan art, but I just wondered what the origin of it was.
No idea. Have you looked it up?
I might have.
Right, and what does it tell you?
I might not have.
All right.
I think I have looked it up.
You know, we've Google up here.
I've got you. Why do I need Google?
That's true, yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see what it says, if it says anything.
I don't think it says anything, mate.
So you have looked it up?
As I say, I might have. The Beresford Hotel.
The Beresford Hotel is I don't know a lot about it, but I know the building well. Obviously, it's a beautiful building, especially from the outside. It's been refurbished, so it's supposed to be nicer inside. It fell into a bit of disrepair. Classic Art Deco building. Now student halls, I think.
It's supposed to be apartments.
Apartments, yes. Well, I think it's something to do with students, but anyway. Or maybe it was student accommodation. Maybe that's it. And it's very near a couple of famous bars, one of which I believe is closing, or has closed. One is the Griffin, which is open, and the other is the... what's it called? Another Art Deco bar. I was going to say the Empire, but it's not the Empire. Christ, it's getting too late. It's getting too late. Let me see. Bars.
Is the Griffin just off a side street of Sauchiehall Street?
Well, it's in the corner of Bath Street and Elmbank Street, which Bath Street is parallel to Sauchiehall Street. The Variety. Now, somebody told me the Variety is closing. But I don't know, did it close? The Variety is on the corner facing the Beresford House. People have got a lot of affection for it. I don't know it well, but where did I read this? Variety Bar News. Last orders. Glasgow's Variety Bar closes its doors 19th of June 2016. Must be true, it was in the evening times. Oh, what a shame.
You just said you don't go there.
Yeah, but it's a shame. I passed there quite a bit. Evening Times said the Variety Bar on Suckhill Street said goodbye to all its regulars after agreeing to hand over the venture to new owners. We are closing, but the pub will open again, not under our watch. But it will continue to be a bar that you all love and not a Costa. So it looks like somebody's reopening it.
Does it say when?
No.
Brunswick House.
Brunswick House, don't know it. What the fuck is... Where do you find these places?
I walk miles everywhere. Brunswick House is on Wilson Street. There are two red sandstone towers.
Oh, yeah. I know Brunswick House, yeah.
It's got the mental health association working there.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Well, they have half of it, and the other half is owned by...
Post office?
No. The Scottish Council for Voluntary Organisations. It's a sort of third way thing. Yeah. There are that style of building. There are actually 4 buildings all that style in Wilson Street, and 2 of them are apartment blocks. The one you're talking about used to belong to a bank. It was their back office or something like that, and it was bought and refurbed probably about 10-15 years ago. Yeah, they're interesting buildings.
Yeah, Brunswick is the nicest one on that stretch.
Yeah, it is.
But I assume they would have been built at about the same time?
Oh yeah, I presume they were built by the same people. Probably early 20th century buildings, I would think. They're not that old, maybe 1920s. Is there anything else the King of Glasgow can tell you about?
You told me about the 48 King Street doorway.
Oh yeah.
But never what it is or what it was.
I walked past there today. Yeah, I don't know what the 48 King Street doorway is. And that, in a way, is what makes it so intriguing. I've never seen a doorway that has so many nameplates with no names on them and bells that don't work. And it's an amazingly elaborate doorway, unsullied by stone cleaning. It's just filthy. But it's a doorway to somewhere.
In your lifetime, you've never known it being used?
No, I have known it being used. It was, in those days, that building was a kind of a sort of rabbit warren of offices, and it's since been converted into some trendy art space by Glasgow City Council or one of its suspicious agencies.
Suspicious to whom? You or everybody?
Everybody. And the doorways, I hope they'd never try and refurbish the doorway. I mean, I was once, during the Merchant City Festival, I once saw that door open and somebody disappeared inside it. But whether they ever reappeared, I have no idea.
Is it Mr. Ben? Did he go through a doorway?
Possibly.
Do you know what Mr. Ben is?
I've no idea. Cartoon character?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You thought I was going to say, yes, he used to be the Postmaster General in 1960s Labour government.
I thought you might say that, being a serious type of person. So the only other thing is Paisley Road West. Why are you so dismissive of Paisley Road West?
Because Paisley Road West is a place that you can never get down quickly enough in your car. It's Paisley Road West. I think the clue is in the name. It's basically a road that heads west to Paisley.
Yeah, but there's some interesting architecture along it.
That's news to me.
So the Cooperative Society, that's not an interesting building.
Yeah, it's an interesting building. I quite like some of the buildings round Paisley Road Toll.
The Angel.
Yeah, that end. There's some interesting buildings.
It's French Renaissance. It's horrible.
For some reason, at the moment, they're adorned with Union flags. I can't think why. But this is July.
Expand.
Well, we've just come to the height of the marching season in
Okay.
Glasgow. And it seems to be quite popular
Along Paisley Road West.
along Paisley Road West. You seem to be very loyal in Paisley Road West.
The tenements are very nice on Paisley Road West as well.
Some of them are. Some of it's seen better days.
That's why they're so nice.
Yeah, I agree. And then some of it's broken up by urbanisation. So Paisley Road West continues. There's a sort of, it kind of ceases and then continues further west out towards Cardonald and Ralston, which are the two sort of big suburbs before you hit Paisley. So yeah, that's all I can say about Paisley Road West.
That's all you want to say about Paisley Road West, isn't it, really?
It's just not an area I know very well.
When we do Glasgow Wandering 2, there will be Paisley Road West involved.
Well, that's up to you. You're in charge.
Yeah, but you have to come up with something interesting to see there. You'll just say, there's nothing there.
I'll do some research.
I bet you will.
I'll ask someone. I'll go off one of those stations in the subway that nobody else gets off and ask.
Just walk from the Clyde. You can walk the whole length of it.
Yep, you could. Most people would cycle very fast down the Clyde, but yeah, you could walk it. I'm sure some people do.
It's a pleasant afternoon stroll.
Bet it is.